I never thought we'd get to the point where I would have to look at my own party and be like, oh, hold on, I can't support you anymore.
The Charlie Kirk shooting just proves that we are the worst, man. My party is the fucking worst.
Imagine being a 12-year-old, watching your dad die.
It's sad. It's sad that there's people that will celebrate the death of people for just speaking their minds. I think that Charlie Kirk is going to have a way more bigger impact on America than Trump attempted assassination did. In my previous video, I talked about how liberals are celebrating the death of Charlie Kirk. Unfortunately, there's people that live in America that love to celebrate the death of their political opponent. In my video, I predicted that there's going to be Democrats that are kind of like on the fence about, switching parties, that they're totally going to turn around and just become Republican. And I was right. There are videos right now of Democrats pretty much turning away from their party just solely because of their party celebrating the death of Charlie Kirk. If you are a rational person and you see this, and it's going to make you sick to your stomach, doesn't matter what political party you're in. It's sad. It's sad that there's people that will celebrate the death of people for just speaking their minds. Politically, it's good for Republicans. It's a good political move for us because we're going to get more votes later on, and the Democrats are never going to win. But the thing that's really sad about it is the morality part. There's a lot of people who have normal morals left, and it's all taken away because of their ideology.
So far, I've seen videos of just the left being pro-unaliving political opponents, whether that be Trump, J.D. Vance, people celebrating what happened to Charlie Kirk today. It's just disgusting behavior. The fact that I have been a part of the left for 7 years, I never thought we'd get to the point where I would have to look at my own party and be like, oh, hold on, I can't support you anymore because everything that you are doing right now is against your political viewpoints and your values and beliefs.
That's what the Democrats have been preaching since forever, that they're inclusive, they accept everybody. And when you have a party that says that, but then they're showing the complete opposite, you start seeing, hey, these guys are hypocrites. They're not even believing what they say they believe in.
To sit here and promote gun violence against your opponents is wrong. And it arguably makes you worse than the other side because you're basically saying these people deserve to be unalived because our political beliefs are more important and should stand and should have more value than a human life. Ooh, yeah, that doesn't sit right with me.
People who have normal minds and they're not completely radicalized, they see this is crazy. I'm not supporting this. And like I said in my previous video, there's going to be a bunch of Democrats who are on the fence and they're going to turn away from the Democrats.
Charlie Kirk got shot in the fucking neck. That was the last bastion. I can't be a liberal no fucking more. You see the fucking comments? I hope the gun is okay. The same people asking for moral decency. I cannot in good faith align myself with you guys anymore.
You can't.
I once had a headache. You'll be all right. Because you don't agree with him politically? Okay. Whatever happens next, in retaliation.
Exactly.
Whoever did that shit, I hope they throw the whole fucking book at you. The whole book at you. While I did not agree with his views, when you put violence in the middle of the equation, all this shit goes out the window. Everything that you stand for goes out the window. Who's next? Candace Owens? Take that shit as a warning. Stop doing the public panels, bro. Stop doing all that. Oh, what do you think about him? These people are insane. Oh, well, both sides are... No, these people are insane. Dude, things are gonna get very... Do not speak politics at all in public. Do not do that shit. These people are unwell. Protecting fucking dickhead stabbing Ukrainian girls in a bus. Protecting shooters just because they think they're the other gender. You people make me sick.
So I don't agree with necessarily to stop public speaking. I think that we should still go out there and talk to people because that's what's changing America right now. But totally agree with this guy. This party just wants violence. That's all they want. And at the end of the day, we just need more proper security. Maybe... I don't know. Like I said, maybe there could be a funding for people who go around to universities from the government. Perhaps Doge can open like another funding, whatever, another entity that overlooks people that goes to colleges. But Yeah, at the end of the day, people are just waking up. They're done with this violent stuff. This guy is 100% on the point.
I used to proudly call myself a liberal. I still believe in equality, healthcare access, LGBTQ plus rights, definitely science and social programs. But I've grown really tired of the performance, the fear mongering, and the refusal to have real conversations. I don't want to be here to scream or cancel or shame somebody into agreeing with me. I believe that we need to listen to each other even when we disagree, because change doesn't happen in an echo chamber. I'm not switching sides. I'd say I'm stepping out of the label. I'm an independent, logic-based thinker who's done letting political parties define my humanity. I'm still progressive, but I care more about the truth than tribalism. You can fight for justice without losing your critical thinking.
So a lot of Democrats have her opinion, obviously. They're still liberal at heart, but they'd rather have a conversation about policies than scaring people. And a lot of rational people don't like that. They don't like fear-mongering. They don't like silencing opponents, because they might have some good conversations, even though they disagree on stuff. So, like I said, the Republican is the Republican Party is so open right now. I could talk to people in the MAGA movement, and they might have a completely different idea than I do, a different view than I do. But we all can come together and agree, hey, we want the truth, we want the facts, we want to be safe.
As a registered Democrat, all I have to say is the Charlie Kirk shooting just proves that we are the worst, man. My party is the worst. I got people celebrating, hoping that he dies. Are we fucking for real right now? Where's the empathy? Where's the respect, man? It's disgusting. It's disgusting, truly. And the fact of the matter is this: he was a father, and whether or not I agree with his political opinions, all he truly wanted to do at the core was see this country be the best. And I can fucking respect that. And to see people just be blatantly disgusting, man, we're the worst, man. We're horrible.
People like this guy, who's Democrat, I'm pretty sure he's going to be turning Republican soon. I'm pretty sure his party will turn on him. That's what they always do. That's what's nice about being a Republican, because you can have different views, and we won't just turn on you and kick you out of our club like the Democrats do. We can agree to disagree, but people like this, and he looks very young. He looks like a young man, probably 18, 19. He's going to change a lot in this country, especially if he becomes Republican. And that's the shift right now. Democrats are becoming Republican. Democrats are losing a lot of people from their party.
I'm probably going to lose followers because of this, but you know what? I don't give a fuck. Absolutely zero fucks. The fact that you can scroll your FYP right now and see all of these hateful, laughing, disgusting fucking videos, a human life getting taken in front of thousands of people, that was a father, a husband, a good man. What did he do to you? How can you be so cruel and evil to laugh about that? Like, what if it was your father? Would you be laughing?
That's what's wrong with a lot of these completely insane liberals. They don't feel sympathy. If it happens to them, they want you to feel sorry. But when it happens to other people they don't like, they don't care. They have zero sympathy. And to think that there's people that live in this country that we share tax money with, that celebrate this kind of nonsense, it's just wild to me. So here is, they said that he's a left-wing influencer. He was at that debate to stand in line to ask Charlie Kirk a question. He was the reasonable Democrat that's actually standing in line to actually try to debate him. He actually was trying to talk to somebody who is on the opposite side of the political aisle. And let's see what his reaction is to this.
Hey everyone, I just got word that Charlie Kirk is dead. I was at the event and I was 30 to 40 feet away and I heard the gunshot go off. And I was so terrified. everyone started running. I honestly, like, I wasn't sure if it was a gunshot in the beginning, but I assumed and I thought that it was likely that it was like a mass shooting or something like that. And I just started running.
That's so freaking terrifying,
And
dude.
like all the people around me started running their hardest, and there were people dry heaving and throwing up and crying due to like everything because it's scary. And we heard for a bit that he was in critical condition and that he was alive, but he was just pronounced dead recently, according to the Washington Post. It's so scary. It's so scary. And I really just wish the people in the comment section, because I looked at some of the comments of my video. It's so hard for me to deal with. I looked at some of the comments from the video, and they're not worried about like my safety, or they're not worried about anyone's safety there. They're like trying to justify it. And I just want people to know that,
Like the news.
Charlie's family, his daughter, is going to live without a dad. His wife is going to live without a husband. And that's not okay, and that's horrible. And no one should be justifying that. And any single person that's in the comment section that is saying that, or who does believe that, I want you to unfollow me and unsubscribe to me right now, because there's a clear line of division between us. And I don't support you. And I think what you believe is fucking horrible.
And I think people who might even disagree with the nuclear family are looking at this and it's like, that's messed up. He had a wife and kids. They're not gonna have a dad no more. That's so sad. And I think people are starting to feel sympathy for families. And this is a good direction we're going. And you know, honestly, this really gives me hope for humanity, because we still have a sense of like, this is wrong. This is morally wrong. And it's really refreshing to see that Democrats are speaking out about this too. I don't know if he'll become Republican. Hopefully he does. But this is a good sign, guys. This is a good sign that there's still some sort of moral guidance in these people. So here's another video. This guy is a Democratic influencer, and I guess he got a big backlash about crying about Charlie Kirk's, what happened to him. Mourning. He doesn't even agree with them, and he's mourning for the loss. It's sad. The loss of life is sad.
His wife and children were in attendance, dude. Imagine, imagine being a 12-year-old, watching your dad fucking die. Nobody deserves that. Not even Charlie Kirk.
Yeah, so apparently, I guess there was a big backlash in his community. Good for him, though. Stand up with what's right, man. Even if you lose subscribers and followers, stand on what's true and stand on what's right. We need to see more people like this in the Democratic Party to stand up. And I hope there's revival in the Democratic Party. I hope that these people start kicking out these radical people that's controlling the party right now. I think that if the Democratic Party came back to reality, this country would be a lot safer. So what do you guys think about this? I think that there's going to be a big shift when it comes to politics, spirituality. I think that there's a big shift that's going to happen. When God spared Trump from that bullet, and unfortunately, it was Charlie's time to come home. I think both of those events have totally impacted America. And I think this is going to have a bigger impact. Because Charlie Kirk he died because of his beliefs. And Trump, he's a politician. He has a lot of baggage, whatnot. You can say whatever you want about Trump. But I think that Charlie Kirk is going to have a way more bigger impact on America than Trump attempted assassination did. But that's just my thoughts about that. What do you guys think about, these Democrats waking up in their own party? Do you think that's going to be a huge shift? Go ahead and like this video. If you'd like to, go ahead and subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you guys in the next video.